Hey guys, it's Janet, and this channel is named Janet Being Janet just because I want to get on here and express who I am. If no one else watches this, then it's just for me. But I wanted to talk to you today about something that is hard hitting for me right now and something that, of course, I'm experiencing. Here's a little backstory. I was 15 years old whenever I was 15, 16 years old whenever I was diagnosed with depression. And it's been something that I have been battling for years and years and years. And I know a lot of people right now that are suffering from depression and they feel alone. They feel like there's no one that understands them. I can tell you my experience with what happens with me and depression. I have not been on YouTube for a while. I just started re uploading for a good reason. As I expressed earlier in a previous video, I suffer from panic attacks. They are random panic attacks, but today we're going to do, as I said, depression. Me, myself. There are days when I don't get out of bed. There are days when I just do not care. I do not care what happens. I don't care what somebody is saying. I don't care what anybody's doing. I mean, of course, I care about my kids and I care about, their well being. But as far as anything else, I just don't care. I have a messy house. If housework doesn't get done, I don't care. If laundry piles up for a week, I don't care. And that's a part of depression. You just feel lonely, you feel sad. People can try to talk to you and it's going to go absolutely nowhere. If you do not have depression, you don't know what it's like. I'm going to say that in quite a few of my videos, but you just don't understand it. Depression does not have a face. It doesn't have a tail. You may see somebody like me. I will sit around in my pajamas for a couple of days. I will not feel like showering. Yeah, that may sound gross, but it's just not on my priority list. Me just laying in my bed, I'll turn on YouTube. I'll listen to, different things on YouTube. I will try to get motivation. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. It's part of the territory. It's something that just goes along with it. I have lost many friends due to my depression. Some people say it's my personality, but I don't really believe that whatsoever at all. You either get me or you don't. That's the way I look at it. But I have lost friends and family members over my depression. I can make plans with people and it can be a rough day for me and I will just cancel plans. I sometimes come up with an excuse, but I'm so blunt and honest. Usually I just say I don't want to. I just tell them that today's not the day for it. Having kids and having people that love you dearly and are around you and supportive of you is very, very, very important. Unfortunately, my kids do not understand, and I will never expect them to understand. I don't expect my friends to understand. I don't expect my spouse to understand, who is very supportive of me, but I don't expect him to understand everything. If I am sitting somewhere and I break down into tears just because I'm not necessarily sad, I just break down into tears. I cry over nothing. I try my best to laugh and I have my good days. And so I say and a lot. I'm so sorry. It's just part of my vocabulary. But I have my good days. I've decided to laugh on my good days. Today has been a fairly decent day for me. It really has. I've been able to do a couple of videos and do this one. I managed to get myself out of bed today. I went to the doctor. As far as running errands and things like that, I didn't get anything done whatsoever at all. The most I've done is helped with my kids' schoolwork. Honestly, that's the most that I've done. Having to cancel plans with friends is very hard for me. I don't expect everybody to understand what I am experiencing. I don't expect everybody to understand how bad I feel inside, how just down I feel. I never get to the part of, not wanting to be here anymore. I refuse to, in my own definition of it or saying of it, I refuse to even think about allowing my family to suffer at all due to my depression and me getting to that really, really low state of not being with them. I think it's a selfish act. That's just my opinion, and everything in this video is going to be my opinion, and it's going to be my experience, and it is also going to be how I feel. I want to be able to come on here and just be honest with my situations. I want to be honest with what's going on. This isn't going to be for everyone, and I know that. I very well know that. I'm not going to reach a lot of people, and that's fine. If I reach one person who is suffering from depression and they understand that they're not the only ones going through it, then I have done what I've wanted to do. I'm honestly, that's the point of this. I guess you could say it's more of a video diary for me. I'm just uploading it to the internet for other people, I guess is what you would say. You will catch me a lot of times laughing and smiling and going on with my life as if there is absolutely nothing wrong. It's hard. It really, really is hard to do that. A lot of people, they don't understand my sense of humor. Sometimes I don't even understand my sense of humor, but I try. That's the main thing. I have more good days than I do bad days. I do see a psychiatrist. I do have a counselor. I am medicated for it. So if it's something that is that drastic with you, then maybe that is something you need to check into. Do what's best for your mental health. Just know that you are not the only one. Just know that people sometimes just don't talk about it. Honestly, depression is something that some people just do not admit to. Some just don't want to say it to themselves. Hey, I'm depressed. I say it because I own who I am. I own all of my disabilities. I own everything that's going on with me. And I understand that it's part of my life. I understand that it's who I am, and it's going to be my struggle. It's going to be my battle. Regardless of what I do, it's still going to be there. It's not going to go away. It hasn't gone away. I can honestly tell you, I am 36 years old, and I still have not figured it out. My bed, I can tell you right now, has an imprint of me in it. And buying a new mattress won't help just because of the simple fact of it's going to end up happening again. I know I'm going to have my periods to where I'm down. I kind of expect that, and I accept that. It's a lot, it's difficult for some people to accept. So if you think that there might be somebody depressed around you, my advice is just to try to talk to them. If you are somebody suffering with depression, know that you're not alone. These videos are kind of hard for me to make. Honestly, they are. I'm going through a hard time in my life right now. I really am. But I'm pressing through it. I'm going through it moment by moment, minute by minute. That's the way I have to address it. That's the way I have to look at it. I have to look at, okay, what do I have to do next? What could my plans be for, my next step? If I decide after I film this that I just want to go to bed, I'll go to bed. I really will. I'm fortunate to where my kids are old enough to where they can, somewhat fend for themselves. But luckily, I'm a very light sleeper. So if I happen to just sleep, which there are days, there really are, that I sleep all day long and I will sleep all night long. And then I will go to a point of not sleeping and I will be up all day and all night. And people will say that that is just, you got to get your sleep in order. It's your sleep pattern. It's not. I know it's not. I've had this long enough to know that it is full heartedly my depression. I know that it is. Having my panic attacks on top of my depression, being bipolar on top of that, and then having my other medical illnesses, which I haven't covered yet. And if that's something y'all want to hear about, just let me know. Do I have people say, oh, yeah, I understand. You have a lot to be depressed about. I have anxiety. That's just something that goes along with it. My medical conditions aren't a reason for me to be depressed. Whenever I was younger, I didn't have these medical conditions, so why would that be a reason for me to be depressed? It gets me down on days. It really does. I mean, physically, there are days when my body will not allow me to actually get out of bed. Another part that comes along with depression is my manic episodes. Whenever I do those, that is when I am being driven with or by a motor, pretty much. My mind does not turn off. I start thinking of all these things that I have got to get done. And those are my episodes where I will, full-heartedly, I'm going to tell you right now, I am 100% guilty of texting people like crazy and, talking up a storm and talking really, really fast. And no, I'm not having a manic episode by saying and. Like I said, it's just a part of my vocabulary. But I can't explain to people, and when it's happening, I don't know that it's happening. I don't know that I'm having one of those episodes. I'm just doing it. I'm just going through it. It's something I can't explain to anybody. People will ask me, or actually, it's just the counselor. She'll ask me, are you manic right now? And no. Why would you say that? Why would you say that I'm manic? No, I'm not. When in all actuality, probably am. I just don't realize it because I've been depressed for so long. The days of me feeling great and grand and all cheerful and just bouncy and all that, they really are few and far between. I have another channel. I get on there and I do beauty reviews, and I don't really know what I'm doing, but I have had to force myself to do something to make myself smile, to make myself laugh. And I try to make others laugh and I try to make others smile because everybody needs it, especially at this time. Everybody needs it. And I was actually talking to one of my friends who's going through a hard time right now. And I ended up telling her finally about my depression. I finally ended up telling her what it does to me and the effects that it has on me and the people around me. She had no clue whatsoever at all. She felt alone. She wasn't. Me just expressing and just sharing that I have it, it's not something brave. It's not something that, I need to be commended on. None of that. I just really want people to have good days. Even if I'm having a bad day, I just want somebody to have a good day. And I want somebody to smile and laugh and don't get annoyed by the word and, seriously, because I'm annoying myself. I really, really am. But I really want people to just grasp the severity of depression, where it can go to. I know a lot of people know the most drastic side of it, but there's an in between. There really is. There are days that people just need somebody to talk to. There are days that, for example, myself, I just don't want to talk to anybody. And that's how I've lost friends. I just don't want to speak to anybody at all. And I will tell my spouse, I just don't feel like talking to you today. I really don't. I can't tell that to my kids, but when it comes to friendships, they think I'm being mean. They think I'm blowing them off. They think that, I'm ignoring them when I'm not. I'm just going through something myself. And it's not selfish of them whatsoever at all. Not at all for them not to be talking to me. It really, really isn't. I take full blame for it. I take full blame for not being there for a lot of people when they need me the most. I try to be, but I'm not going to lie. I'm not. I have missed some very important dates for people and important times of their lives because I just could not get out of bed. I could not bring myself to put my feet on the floor and make that next step. I just wanted to lay in my bed. Sometimes it was to cry all day. Sometimes it wasn't. I'm trying to be as true, open, and honest as possible because that's who I am in real life, even though there's certain things that, I do keep to myself. I just want to come on here and, as I said, if this is a video diary for myself, then it's a video diary of myself. Me just saying that it's going to be okay. There is a next step. There is a next moment. There is opportunities out there. There are people to talk to. There's professional help. Never feel alone. I guess that's my one message. Never feel alone, because you are not alone whatsoever at all. This past year has been really, 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 really difficult. It honestly has. And I have been keeping to myself. I really have. People used to enjoy watching me live, just smiling and laughing constantly. I would get comments about, have you been drinking and stuff like that, just because I was laughing and smiling so much. But this past year hasn't been that for me. It's been really difficult on me. It's been very hard. I've had things happen this past year that I have regrets, a lot of regrets in. But I had to do it for myself because my body would not allow me to. My mind would not allow me to. You can't always change your way of thinking. People that don't have depression, they think that it's that simple. Oh, just change it. Just change it. Do something else. It's not that simple. It really isn't. And if you're listening to this and you think this is a rant and this is just an ongoing, da 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 da, I know this, I know this, I know this. Well, if you know a lot about it, then you should be able to recognize the signs in people that are suffering from depression. Don't ever let it get so bad that there's no coming back from it. find a way to be there. Find a way to talk to them. Don't blame them. The worst thing that can happen is blame. I take a lot of blame. I really do. I take so much blame for things that have happened. I take so much blame for things that, even if it's not my fault, I still take the blame. Because some way or another, I feel like I am the one to blame. I feel like it is my fault. I feel like I'm the one that messed up. It's not going to change. It's not. I could have a million people tell me it's going to get better. It's going to get better. Oh, I know I know I'm going to have good days. I know I am. I know I'm going to have bad days. I'm just used to this. I really am. This is my life. This is me. This is who I am. Me taking blame for things that are not my fault upsets people, but it's part of my depression. It gets in my mind. It stays there. There's no it going away. I took a break from YouTube. I took a break from doing lives. I took a break from doing so much. Once again, because I couldn't. I mentally could not. I wasn't having a breakdown like inside. I just mentally could not. So am I surprised that I have gotten to the point of having such severe panic attacks? No, I'm not surprised by it at all. A lot of people expect a lot out of me, but I'm honest whenever I say don't expect a whole lot out of me, because I don't know how I'm going to feel from one moment to the next. I do not know. I tell people I like to be just as surprised as you of what comes out of my mouth, because I really, honestly do not know what's going to happen in the next moment. I do not know what I'm going to say. These videos are hard for me to sit down and make. They really are. I don't know why, because I am so outspoken. I really do not have a clue whatsoever at all. They're just, when I'm talking about myself, I sometimes feel selfish. So I kind of choose not to sit down and have videos like this. I don't want pity. That's the worst thing. I don't want that at all. If you need to reach out and say, hey, I suffer from it, feel free to in the comments. If you know somebody that suffers from it, feel free to comment down below. I will get back to people that when I can. I still am a mom. I still am a wife. I still have things that I have to take care of. But I will try to be uplifting for you if I possibly can in the comment section. Like I said, this may go absolutely nowhere. It may. I mean, my depression can make me so mean. It's unbelievable. I can be just downright hateful. And it's, yeah, part of my personality. But at the same time, it's depression. Maybe I'm sharing too much, because a lot of people don't like doing stuff like this. Maybe I am sharing too much. I don't think I am. I think I'm just being me. Janet being Janet. The only way I know to be. That's the way I have to look at things. But I'm going to quit rambling on, and I hope that I helped, like I said, just one person. That would make me happy. I hope that I reach just one person to know that they're not alone. I just hope that you know that there is hope. That's my thing. And a smile is always worth it. But until I get to record my next video like this, if y'all have something y'all want me to talk about, make sure that you leave it down in the comments below, and I will try my best to sit down and film it. If it's something that you want to know personally about me, let me know. And if it's something I feel like I can address on YouTube, of all places, then I don't have a problem at all sharing about it whatsoever. So if you would like, you can subscribe to my channel and we will continue down this path together. We will continue this journey together and we'll see exactly where it ends up for us. But that's my feeling with depression. That's what I suffer with. And it's something that these are just my view. Like I said, if you need professional help, please go get it. That's all I can ask is please go get it if you need it. It's a world of difference. Even if you think you don't, you may look in the mirror one day and decide, I've got to do something about this. And laziness is part of depression. It really is. I'm lazy. I am. I don't get a lot done, but I try. That's the main thing. So until my next video, whatever it may be on and whatever I may cover, I hope that you have a wonderful day and I hope that you join me down below in the comments. Alrighty guys. Bye.